Brozovic. Might sound a little bit unfair, but Brozovic is one who perhaps has not quite seized the opportunity under the new boss on this tour for Inter so far.
No, I think João Mario's been the one in that position. Gives a different dimension.
Willian offside. It was flicked his way by Victor Moses. That's the area you did spot, Keith, down that side.
I think it's all. I think Nagatomo's so eager to go all the way in with Willian. At times he needs to just hold his position. This time it's Moses who pushes right on. Miranda, if that had been onside, might well have been in a little bit of trouble.
They flitted, didn't they, last season? That's going to be a free kick all day long against Cahill. Even he acknowledges that. Jovetic is okay. They flitted last season, Keith. I know a lot of things were going wrong in every part of the club, but Inter on the field, back three, back four. Do you think Spalletti will say, this is how we're going to play, this is my system, and we're going to make it work?
I think he favours a 4-2-3-1, and not in a traditional Italian fashion. He's a little bit more expansive than that. Takes pride in the defence side, obviously. There's real licence for these players to come into the little pockets. One of the midfielders supports the play, one of them holds the middle of the pitch to make sure they don't get counter-attacked on too easily. And if the pre-season so far is anything to go by, they're in for a good season.
Perisic can do damage in these areas. That's not his best. Willian was sharp to get back in his face. Kante gives the ball to him. Fabregas. Morata got there. The outball is Marcos Alonso. Kante. Victor Moses. Asked a lot of Willian.
Too much of him, especially when you factor in Miranda, how well he reads the game. Kante clearly trying to tweak a couple of bits and bobs. Really struggled to catch fire in the final third, although they have settled a little bit better. Inter very dominant in the opening 10 minutes.
Gagliardini. Keith, you played in that position. That's one where I think you know you're going to get hit.
He used his body very well, didn't he? He's seen Moses was steaming in. Just gets his body in the way of it. Really clever play.
On by Skriniar. D'Ambrosio was looking for Candreva. Cut out by Cahill. He too moving all right. Got to keep a watch on all this from Chelsea's point of view. Supporters always praying that everybody comes back fit and well. They've already lost Pedro to injury on the tour. Kennedy sent home in some disgrace for disciplinary reasons. And the futures of Matic and Costa in some doubt. On by Fabregas to Marcos Alonso. Morata on the move. Trying to tempt Skriniar. He did tempt him. Skriniar keeps biting away and just couldn't help himself there, could he?
No, he got frustrated. Morata was very much dictating the first part of that. Really bright feet by Morata. Skriniar just got a little bit frustrated in his eagerness to go and win the ball back. It's a needless free kick. They were in control of that situation. 2v1. D'Ambrosio.
Does put your own team under more pressure, and now Inter have got to defend this. Cesc Fabregas is over it for Chelsea. David Luiz went for it, as he always seems to. Inter survive.
Well worked free kick.
Now this referee has got... Here's Willian. Deflection on it, and onto the top of the net. Sharp restart by Chelsea. Good work.
Well, Inter Milan now riding the luck a little bit. Padelli trying to marshal the troops in front of him. It's weak. Jovetic comes inside. Miranda comes out, deflection off him.
Slow start in this game by Chelsea, but looking to take a firm stranglehold on it at the moment. D'Ambrosio looking for a throw. I think Morata's ended up giving them a goal kick instead. David Luiz here. He gets away from Brozovic, doesn't he?
It's poor defending, really is. Gets a good head on it. I think it's Skriniar. Reads the danger very well. Leaves his man and gets a crucial block.
Well, it was crucial given that Skriniar had started all the trouble by giving the free kick away. As you said, unnecessarily so. Here's Willian. Gets into top gear. And that's good by Gagliardini going backwards. Stop the threat. Nonetheless, free kick. Just a reminder that we should have the now customary drinks break very shortly, normally on the half-hour mark in the convention of this tournament. And to extend the cricket metaphor, here comes David Luiz off his long run.
Is he going to have a pop?
I think he is, yeah. They didn't think it was a foul, did they, Inter?
I think he's refereed the game particularly well. Let it float at the right times.
David Luiz. Fedeli doing his very best to look unconcerned there, the goalkeeper.
I think he clearly thinks it was very, very close. His usual technique. Gets all sorts of movement on it, doesn't he? And I don't think Fedeli was going to be getting that one. It found its way inside the post.
That's a fast bowler's run and a spin bowler's effect, isn't it? Goodness me. And it very nearly worked. And it is drinks here. National Stadium, and of course the humidity, such a big factor out here in Singapore. No reason at all to take any risks with the players' well-being. Chance for the two coaches to get some messages across. Candreva getting in early on, and Courtois stretching when Chelsea needed him, because Chelsea's defenders were really stretched by that. That could have given it into the early lead here. That may have been the moment when Cahill felt something a little bit. Anyway, he's shrugged that off. Batshuayi full of spikiness up front. Very much in the Diego Costa style, actually, Keith.
He's been very bright. Always looking to lead the line, running behind down the side of Miranda in particular. Luiz, jovial as per usual.
And back in the side today, and as usual, making things happen.
Looks like he can still play, doesn't he, Spalletti?
Yeah.
Great, Nick. He'll be looking for his team to get back to what they were doing the opening 10-15 minutes. Caught Chelsea napping, really.
The wave goes around this National Stadium. In the main, it is Chelsea supporters participating. Chelsea have got better as it's gone along here in this first half, and Inter losing their way just a little bit. Misplaced pass then by Jovetic. Thing is, Keith, without Icardi, they don't really have that player up front at the moment, Inter, who can run in behind like most of the top teams do have.
Yeah, very much so. They lack that focal point up until then. Very good. Candreva, Perisic popping up in those little pockets. As we've already mentioned, Brozovic probably not at the level João Mario is certainly at. I think when you put him into that three behind Icardi, it will be a different side. Just lacking that little bit of cutting edge.
That's offside against Candreva. Of course, it was Eder Martins who got the 2 goals the other night for Inter. He remains an option, of course, among the substitutes this evening. Spalletti's also taken the chance to have a look on this tour at the 18-year-old Andrea Pinamonti. Borja Valero got there, gave it simple to Jovetic. Brozovic to Candreva. Surely a hand in that. Anyway, Chelsea come away with it. He feels it should have gone the other way for a free kick to Inter. Nothing doing. Morata stopped before he could turn.
It's another example there of just kind of fizzles out the Inter Milan attack. Candreva has been very, very bright, picking up those little pockets. His movement fantastic. Jovetic probably not at the same level.
Carefully steered forward then by Azpilicueta to Moses, who's done well to get away from Perisic. Quick restart again by Chelsea. That is a feature of their game, isn't it? And all opposition needs to be wary of that, as Candreva was then. Did well.
You can see why Antonio Conte may well be interested in a player of Candreva's ability added on to that. You see how well he tracked back there. Just slot into a Chelsea shirt seamlessly.
That's tidy. Goes again here, Candreva. It's a good audition if that is the case today so far from him. Always been one of Serie A's brightest talents over the last few years, Antonio Candreva. Permanent fixture in the Italy team. But in terms of being a winner, Keith, where are the trophies to back it all up? That's the question against him, I think. Moses. Willian. Fabregas. Marcos Alonso's had his arm in the air for about 30 seconds. It didn't come. And it doesn't come at all. Stopped by Borja Valero, who's knocked out of the way like a skittle by Azpilicueta, who knew exactly what he was doing. And might even have looked over his shoulder expecting a card there, dare I say.
He's been better as well today. Valero, there's that experience. Very, very good on the ball, but defensively, see how quickly Inter Milan retreat. He's trying to frustrate Conte's men.
Yet again in this International Champions Cup, supposedly a pre-season warm-up game, but it feels as competitive as a league game. And I don't think they'd admit to it publicly, Keith, but it's probably more competitive than against some of the Premier League's lower lights for Chelsea.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The fans have fed a